Hey guys, how's it going? It's Shay and welcome back to Utmost Phonology. Here is the subject of this video, and it is a kind of strange fan in a sense, just like how the Electrostar pedestal fan was unique in its way and strange. I guess this one is kind of like that, but not to the same degree. This is a Malaysian-made Mistral 12-inch oscillating fan from the 90s, I believe, as well. I thought it was an Australian one, but after checking the tag and asking a fellow fan collector based in New Zealand, I'm sure you may know of them, uh, it really is one of those Malaysian-made ones, and yeah, it's quite strange. It's got a big bass like some of my other Japanese fans that I have, and it's also got deep pitch plays in that sense, but it's more closer to the likes of an air-made fan, like my wall fan that I have upstairs in the loft, with how it performs and things. But why don't we have a quick look around and actually show you it in how it performs and get some numbers off it too. And I am curious to see what we will get, and then we'll end the video as usual. But anyways, let's dive in. Alright, so having a closer look, we can see it's got a pretty nice grate in the sense that it's got good spacing to it. As you can see, you can easily stick your finger in. But the problem with these is that they like to bend easily. As you can see, some of the gaps are a bit funky. Usually it's good to have a ring around it, but you know, that kind of decreases airflow, but whatever. It's seen quite a bit of sun damage. As you can see, this would have been white, just like the base, but it's not. Same with this ring here, it would have been grey, but yeah. When I got this fan, it was quite dirty, and it actually arrived while I was on holiday in Canada, just like the Electro started. And if we move down and look at the base, it's got a nice kind of a sticker design there, which is cool. It's got some damage here, but it's pretty good. I like the diagonal buttons there, pretty nice ones too. It's got some marks here and there. If you're wondering why it's on a pillowcase, it's just because the feet on this thing are sunk in. They don't really help isolate vibration anymore, so that's annoying. It's got that same kind of lock that a few of my other fans have. My wall fan and my micro mark fan also has that kind of lock thing. It does a job, but I'm not really too keen on it for sure. I believe my T-File fan also has it. I've got like 3 air-made fans, my goodness. But yeah, let's spin it around to the side. Here is the side of the fan, and you can see it's got quite a yellow neck. No 5-way oscillation on this fan, unfortunately. It does have that kind of clicky tilt mechanism, and I thought the neck here is moving separately from the base, but it's weird in the sense that it has that adjustment, like tightening knob, so it can either be very loose with the clicky adjustment. I've actually had to put it quite tight to make it work, but otherwise it works just fine. It's a bit loose, but whatever. The motor plate here is also quite yellow, same with the oscillation knob, unfortunately, but yeah. Blades have a good pitch to them. Nothing too extraordinary, but it's pretty decent. One thing I would like to note, and I actually keep forgetting to mention this because a lot of my fans do have this feature, the blade cap on there, you can kind of see it there. It's got a metal thread to it, which is nice. That's how they should make it, rather than having a silly plastic thread that gets worn out over time. I've seen that happen on my Micro Mark 9-inch. I haven't checked if it has a metal oscillation arm, but it probably does. I'll check for that in a bit, but let me spin it to the rear. Here is the rear of the fan. It's got a interesting motor housing to it, not very good for airflow, and it is kind of clogged with dust and stuff. I completely forgot to clean it. Thankfully there's no signs of scaling up yet. just a bunch of scuffs and things which are, you know, pretty normal for a fan like this of this age. Haven't tried to have a look in there, it's really grubby, but I think it's just a regular plastic arm. You can kind of see some damage here, or not damage, but yellowing as usual. And let me show you one thing quickly. One being the tag, which if I spin the fan around the right way, you can see it there. Pause to read. Hopefully you can see it. And there's also a tag on the motor, which I can hopefully try and show you. It's just there, but it basically says the same information, and a serial number, which I guess me and the other fan collector theorized it could be just for, you know, to find if somebody needed to replace the motor and needed a replacement motor to search it up, you could just get the info off that tag. But yeah, let's try run it now, and we'll get wattage and airflow numbers as well after that. So let's do that. One more thing I completely forgot to mention, the kind of standoffs here, pegs, you can see one of them there. That's the only one that's left, and it's kind of melted thanks to, I have no idea why, to be honest, but the other one cracked off, and the one at the bottom is also broken, so I have to be careful when I move this thing to make sure I don't break that last one. But anyways, let's run this thing now. Alrighty, now that you've seen it running, and as you might have heard and kind of seen, it's shaking quite a bit thanks to being a bit out of clock, and the motor is having some worn thrust washer issues as usual. I mean, I don't really have many 12-inch fans that have this issue, but it happens. And we're getting around 1082 feet per minute. Oh, never mind. 1041 feet per minute. It's pretty good. It's actually quite strong. It's stronger than my GT. And that's pretty regular. But even that fan is stronger than today's fans, but it's still not one of the strongest. So I'd say it's stronger than my Expeditor T12 and a few others, but it's not the strongest. Let's get that forward. Again, noise-wise as well, it's not bad. It's medium. I don't know why it started this rattling sound. It wasn't doing that earlier. I heard it while it was doing the demonstration as well. 1020 feet per minute. Yeah, basically 1023. And first speed where you can see it shake so much thanks to the blade set. It's not good at all, really. It's a shame because the Panasonic fan that I have was, even though that thing was also quite worn out, especially with the bearings, it's doing pretty well. But anyways, we're getting 787 feet per minute, pretty good, and the airflow does travel quite far on this fan, which is good. So yeah, let me show you the wattage now, and then we'll end the video. Alright, here's the Mistral running on high speed, and it's rated for 45 watts, and we're getting 44 watts, which is fine. You can see some of the cable here the plug hasn't been fitted properly, so I'm gonna have to cut the excess off and do it properly, because that's not safe at all. Not good. But yeah, let me change it to medium. Medium is at 38 watts, which is fine, pretty normal. And low is at 32 watts, oh no, 31. Yeah, why did I say 32? 30, yeah, never mind. Yeah, basically 32 watts, or not. Yeah, pretty normal numbers, nothing to be too shocked about. That's good actually. I'm surprised considering how this motor isn't in the healthiest of condition right now. I doubt that servicing would make too much of a difference, so anyways, you might see a drop of by 1 watt or something like that. Nothing too major. Well yeah, let's end the video now. So there we have it, guys. I know it turned out to be quite a regular performer, nothing too extraordinary, but it's pretty decent, and it's still doing quite well for its age. And as you can see and probably heard for yourself, I do need to give it a proper oiling and service. I did clean it out earlier on, and it was pretty good during the heat wave. This fan and the Electrostar were quite helpful for sure. It's got plenty of power to it. It's not weak by any chance or by any means or anything. It's just pretty normal in that sense. And yeah, I don't know if I regret buying it or not because of that, but I probably won't be keeping it around, as I've mentioned in the previous video. I have to get rid of most of my fans, as I might be moving. But if it does show up for sale, I will again let you guys know, either in the video description or make a post or something. But yeah, feel free to let me know what you guys think of this one. I know many of you might say, oh, that's just an air-made fan made in Malaysia, and I guess I could see that in the sense of the performance and everything. But yeah, as usual, I'll just say the regular old thing. Nobody's here to force you to like, subscribe, whatever. We don't do that on this channel. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. So bye for now.